Okay, we're back. Nothing's changed. So you can talk to like people.
Let's go see.
Oh, okay. Well, wait a minute. Wrong button.
Ugh, come on, fish.
What's wrong with me being here? Is an officer's Damn, look at my boy's face. That is the sadness of a child. I don't like that. I hate when children are like that.
Whatever will I do?
So, there's a lot of prejudice for depending on the race in this game. So like the high society people are the horn people and the knife ear people. If I can find the knife. Yep, there you go. The knife ear people. They seem to be high society. Then there's like the dog people, which are I guess are a little lower.
Idiot peasants.
Just to show.
Whatever will I do?
These people, I have not seen these. They're just really white, really pale. Do they have a marking on their forehead, or is it just? Oh, it's just him. This is another race of people, I believe. They're like darker skinned, and then I'm guessing this is one race because they're lighter skinned. But they're wearing these like church robes, so. The religion in the game is Sancticism? Hold on. Culture. Sanctism? Monotheistic religion devoted to the worship of the one God of the Almighty, the religion of majority across the United Kingdoms. Its sanctors preach that uttering the prayer Closurie? Closurie? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. With one's whole heart, will reach God, bringing salvation in its state religion and its hierarchies deeply intertwined within the kingdom's politics. Currently, the crown's theocracy is at the heart of the kingdom's political affairs. Okay, cool. Oh, hello. So yeah, the church people wear these white robes. Did I just do? Oh, I triggered. Okay.
The new model's out now. I could be out there
Triggered a
slinging
cutscene.
spells like a master if I had one of those.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
What's an igniter?
What's a magic igniter?
See? There's a couple in the window. Like an instrument plays a tune, an igniter casts magic. Pretty hard to come by out in the countryside. Can't imagine what it's like having
I find it
to wave
interesting that
around
Galacia
some shiny stick to use magic.
made
Me?
the
I can whip out magic anytime
metaphor
and
between
I can
music
even
and
see the
magic.
magma in the air. Though, not exactly.
Just
much
things to think
change.
about.
Wonders never cease.
This
A fairy
woman
and an
is
elven child.
beautiful,
Are you
first of
new
all.
to our fair city? Well,
Second of all,
I suggest you keep a low
very
profile.
interesting.
Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter? Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
Royal Scepter?
The royal scepter?
You've really never heard of it. Wow. Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty. Passed down through generations. If you believe
It's like if
the
you walked
legends,
into like the
it
White
houses
House and there's like,
incredible
I don't
magic.
know,
World
something behind a glass. Like, am I supposed to know what that is?
You might call it the world's
I'm a
most
regular dude. I
potent
don't know what
magic
anything is.
igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead, with no living heir.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
I'll keep that in mind.
A word of caution, then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
Cool. I like her. She's pretty.
Let's head there.
So we'll learn more about her later. And we'll probably be able to get an igniter later. I don't remember getting one, but and if you walk around you'll notice very obviously the person in the pink is obviously someone you need to talk to. So say what's up.
So you?
Inferiors. She's like a dog person. Her, like, how do I say, like the cloak and wear like what is that? What would you call that circular thing? I don't know. This reminds me of one of my favorite armors from Dark Souls 1. She cute too. She cute. I'll give it to you. She cute.
An elder?
So yeah, people are talking about you. You're an elder. You're like a rare person, I guess. And no one likes you because the church deemed it so. So we're facing, I guess, you can say like religious persecution. Maybe that's not the right way to phrase it.
All right.
Like the church is persecuting us. We're not being persecuted for the church. The church is persecuting us. Can we go this far? This dude.
You there?
Hey, sorry.
Talk to him later.
By now?
I like how the different races are very easy to distinguish. This guy's another one of the races. They just wear cages on their head, which is strange. Very like what's the word I'm looking for? Like Bloodborne, yeah. Cage heads. Strange.
I'm out of ideas.
This is the horse. Is that a horse or a donkey? Probably. I'm guessing it's a horse. It's pretty big.
Beg pardon?
I don't remember there being anything around here, but
Come off it. That's wrong.
yeah, you can't even go that far. All right. See, these dudes are mumbling over here. I want to know what they're talking about. The ignorant masses.
left me, I believe.
Yeah, so you see, it's like there's a lot of division within the kingdoms and the people,
Beg pardon?
which is that's whack, bro. We don't want that. Division is not a cool thing.
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead.
Glacia is so just like supportive. I love that.
Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you?
The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for
Another
you
thing that's
or
interesting.
An uppity one, aren't
This
you?
scene is
Fine,
pretty cool
Lord
because you get to
Boone.
you're
Welcome
introduced
the
to
guard,
the
where it'll be
captain
your
and this
privilege to
dude.
die
This dude is
screaming
very
and
important.
bloody in service of your country.
But
Mark
you
my
see,
words. War will turn your
even
arrogance to
within
piss.
their own
When your
races,
corpse is
there's
plucked from the
division
mud,
when it
do
comes
try to
to
look patriotic.
class status.
rousing words, Captain?
So
You think
even though he's
threats will buy loyalty?
he's the same
No
race
wonder
with the
nobody
horns,
respects the guard anymore.
the captain looks at him
But
like,
I'm
you
here
know,
now, so
he don't
perhaps
like
the
him because
kingdom
he's a
isn't
nobleman.
A lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The
So
healers
now
have
you're
enough on
getting
their plates
a
already.
view of the culture in the game where it's like,
Be
okay,
gone.
not
and
only
be
are we
thankful
gonna
you're still in one
not like you
piece.
because of your race,
All right,
we're not
next.
gonna like you because of
Hurry
your
up.
status either.
An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always
I didn't
use
know we
more
were
of
18.
those.
I'm
So,
of age.
what brings you to
I'm a young
enlist?
man. So what brings you to enlist?
I need the money.
Pragmatic, if nothing else. But I suppose a vagrant like you could use the work. So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
Have a sharp mind, small but quick, always been lucky.
I'm stronger than I look.
With arms like that, you'd have to be.
Sheesh.
Right, last
Coming
order
from the
of
fat
business.
dude.
Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
Okay, so I did some just the tiniest bit of research and found out that this is the most accurate name to the main character, because if you have a default name, it defaults to Will for multiple languages of the game. So we're gonna go with Will. Again, also makes sense considering it's a Atlas
You know
game and
your
there's always
letters,
that
dude.
weird
We'll get some use out of you
morality
yet.
type
All right,
thing,
lad.
or
Welcome to
you
the
know,
guard.
imposing your own will or your own
I'm
ideas
sure
within
you've
the
heard
game
about
and
the
within the
monster
world.
sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission. On your way now. Up to. Next.
You know, for recruiters, they didn't even like, you know, try to bribe me with like a whole bunch of money or status or a car or anything.
Well,
So this like noble dude, I get it. He's getting a lot of flack because he's a noble, but like, why would a noble enlist in the army? And that's just like asking, why do people do things? What do you mean, why do people do things? They just do things, dude. Blah 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 blah. This is not important. Can I just? Okay, here you go. Join.
I heard they get sightings.
what? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What do they call them? Something like, human...
Interestingly, most
Next.
of the recruits seem to be the dog people.
Another Clamar.
Wait. No. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
Brute force, crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rousant strength?
So they're the strong people?
Forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
I like our main
Don't
character's
make my
eyes.
job any
He has really
harder,
nice
please.
eyes. I
Yeah,
like big,
you're-
you know, circular eyes.
These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving. And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Hey, we got a map.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger, and as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
Cool.
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow. Hey. You awake?
Yeah, I'm awake.
Sorry to bug you. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
That's just how it is.
Well, I don't think that should be how it is. Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
Oh, so my village is burned down too.
I'd rather not think about it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I'll drop it. The prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks.
The book. This is a book.
It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. You see, no magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own? Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.
So on the topic of like prejudice and dealing with I gotta think of the word to say this, social let's see, social I don't know, stigma, or just dealing with people. It's that's kind of how I feel. I feel like our main character. That's just the way it is. It's unfortunate, but
Shouldn't you
whatever,
be
we deal
resting?
with it.
I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay? Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter.
I get major Griffith vibes from the Prince.
Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me.
So I don't know if the prince was already cursed at this point. I guess he was. What if it's not necessarily a curse, but more like he just had an affliction? I don't know. Nah, he was cursed. Never mind.
I won't give up either. Trust me.
That sucks, man. We're running a little long, but it's okay. We're gonna cut it right after we get to the game. Does it make sense to send us out when they're about to do the funeral soon? Wouldn't you need all the guards you can get for like a royal funeral?
until arrival at the northern border fort. One day remains.
One day remains. That dude just looks like Griffith, man.
Let's see.
This is where we're going.
This place
I'm
here.
gonna cut it here.
Let's see.
When we return, we'll enter what I
Oh,
believe,
this
what I
place
thought
here.
was the first dungeon. I guess when we were in like these weird plans, was our first dungeon. But
This place here.
yeah, next time. Later.